Abdurrahman from 2 to start with food log 14. This will be quite a short one, but a goodie. Why? I was very focused on breaking new lows. After the birthday blip, it's frustrated me that I've basically spent most of a week losing the weight that I had already lost, and so I decided to be ultra focused on just pure sugar and pure fruit. So you and also making sure that the volume of food wasn't so great. I was eating until I was satisfied, but not full by any means. I was a little hungry, you could probably say, throughout the day, or over the course of the day. But I'm starting to learn that my signals in my stomach are not very good, and I'm retraining my sort of brain's connection with the stomach, from years and years of bad eating and overeating. So anyway, this was the start breakfast of mango, papaya, and mandarin. I then had a cup of sweet tea during the day when I was doing some work. I then had a very fast, from the picture, bottle of sugar water whilst I was doing my training. It was a pretty good session. I was working quite hard, so clearly my photography skills were not a focus at the time. Then I had the dinner. The dinner, as you can see, pretty much my standard mango, mandarins, kiwis, and grapes. And what is the effect of this on me? Boom! The biggest drop I've had so far. 1.6 pounds overnight, weighing in at 207.6 this morning. That's almost a kilo overnight. So, as I said, boom! Very happy with that. It's putting me exactly where I wanted. It put me in a new low. This is the lowest I've been in a long time, and it's absolutely down to sugar fasting. What does this look like on the chart? Well, this is my waist circumference, which is the more important measurement. That orange line is the metabolic shift line, they call it, which is 55% of your height. I'm just 2 millimeters, so a reading error above 55%. So my waist is 55% of my height. Now, what does it mean when I go below that? It means that you've got out of the danger zone of obesity. You're much more likely to have a faster metabolism. You're much more likely to burn off, and utilize the fat on your body. And so I'm excited by this because it should mean, inshallah, that as I drop and continue this sugar fasting diet and I drop under that line, that the weight loss should accelerate down to the blue line, which is 50% of my height, which is where you're basically healthy. And you've got rid of all of the dangerous fat and things like that from your body. So I'm very excited by this update and by this progress. I've lost, as it turns out, 1.4 inches off of my waist, or 3.5 centimeters, since the start of this experiment. So in 2 weeks, I think that's pretty good, and I'm losing weight like the clappers, which is great, and satisfied. I think that's the big thing. My initially it was a bit stressful. I suppose just having fruit, and you're worried about whether you'll be full and all of these things. And I was adding extra sugar and having more meals during the day. Now I'm sort of normalizing at sort of three square meals a day, maybe with some sugar water when I'm exercising. But I can actually go with, like yesterday, main meals a day, and I was actually fine. I mean, I could eat more. Maybe I should eat more. But since the purpose is losing weight and getting it off quickly, this is exactly the right approach. But look at that, 1.6 pounds overnight. I'll take that. I'll take that. Sugar, 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 get ripped, Habibi. Sugar, 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 get ripped, Habibi.